Hello there everybody, this is Marvivian13 here, and welcome to the Shenmue 1 and 2 HD Remake trailer reaction video. And I did not know about this video until I looked up on my Twitter feed, and it shows that Sega made a video on Shenmue 1 and 2 HD Remake, and I looked it up to see if it really is a real thing, and it is legit. So yeah, that means that Shenmue 1 and 2 HD Remake is going to happen. And so this is going to be awesome, because now that a lot of people out there would know why Shenmue is one of the most awesome open world adventure games ever. But anyways, let's go ahead and get straight on over to the trailer. Excuse me. Okay, just in case that you all need to know, is that this over here is like, how am I supposed to say it? That it's in the works, so please bear with the developers that you all are seeing is pre-release footage. Alright, here we go. Okay.
Father! No!
Oh man, girl. Oh man, that is beautiful. Oh man, that is awesome. Oh man, that was a totally awesome trailer. Oh man. It brings back all this nostalgia feelings that I had for Shenmue. Like, oh man, what an awesome game that is. I mean, Shenmue 1 and 2 are. I mean, I should definitely think about live streaming Shenmue 1 and 2 just for the heck of it, because the HD remake is going to come out. But I have been hearing is that due to the fact that Shenmue 1 and Shenmue 2 HD remake is going to be out, I mean, it's going to happen that they would have to delay Shenmue 3 a little bit. I am not so sure if that's true or not, but that is just from the things I did some research on. Alright, but anyways, let's go and do a little analysis of the trailer. Okay, there's the sign. Yeah, there's a Hazuki sign. I can only assume that it is a warning sign saying, do not come in here, otherwise you're gonna get effed up. I mean, if I were to see that in my house, like if I were to have a house and I see something out of the ordinary like this, I would definitely just go into the house and investigate it. Again, of course, there's a Hazuki Dojo, an awesome place. Yeah, you can actually use a Hazuki Dojo in order for you to, in order to train your moves, just like you do in the empty parking lot at Shenmue 1.
Father! No!
Oh, and by the way, just in case that you all don't know, is that when Ryo Hazuki says father and then he says no, is because that Lan Di, who is the leader of the Chiyo Men, and that Lan Di is a master of a very deadly martial art. So yeah, that Lan Di killed Ryo's father, and that's why Ryo said that. And also at the fact is that the day after, Ryo is seeking vengeance on Lan Di, but he's just gonna get himself killed, because at the time he barely knows how to master martial arts, from the philosophy to the, you know, it's like, think of it like this. You're going up against a person who has been doing martial arts for I don't know how many years, and you have been doing martial arts way less than him. You're definitely going to get yourself killed or even worse. And, oh yes, I forgot. Oh yeah, here you are in Hong Kong. I mean, yeah, Rios in Hong Kong right now. And is that these guys over here are fishing, even though that would have been awesome that in Shenmue 2 that maybe you would have did some fishing and then you'd be able to sell fish for money. That would have been so cool. But I guess I can understand that maybe fishing could be boring to a lot of people. I'm not exactly sure. Darn it. And also at the fact is that maybe in Shenmue 3 there's going to be fishing. I have no idea. Okay, then over here you see that there's an empty parking lot which you can use to practice your martial arts. And the more you practice your martial arts, the more effective your moves will be. And then the more effective your moves will be, the more damage you'll be able to inflict on your opponents. Which I remember this one move that I practiced, what I like to call the crotch shot move. And then I practiced that move so many times. I practiced that move so much that when I came into the 70-man battle, I did that move the entire way, and it one-shot people. Because it is technically the move called crotch shot. You know that in this game they call it different, but it is more like a kick in the nuts. Well, for what I was using that move on. Again, of course, there is U Arcade, and in this game, you have to wait for the stores to open. The stores does not open 24/7. The people in the game actually moves around a schedule, like how they do it in RL. Like you are waiting for. It's like you were one of those people that may want to see a movie, but then you know that the movie is going to be sold out. So you have you and your friend pitch up a tent or something like that next to the box office or whatever you want to call it to get your tickets. But the Ticketmaster or whatever you want to call it doesn't open up until a certain time. That is what this game is like. That you go into your arcade or you're practicing martial arts or you go over to anywhere and look up on some cutscenes and so forth from there in order to waste some time so the stores will open and stuff, which is entirely awesome. Oh yeah, so one more thing about your arcade is that inside the arcade there would be arcade games that is made by I don't know if they were made by Yu Suzuki or that Yu Suzuki. I know for sure that Yu Suzuki had a hand in the games that are in the arcade. Hence why it is called Yu Arcade, because it's Yu Suzuki. And of course, is that we have our favorite machines over here, the toy machines, which you can use to, I don't know how much yen I spent on these gumball machines. I call them gumball machines, but I know they're toy machines. Is that you can gather up a lot of toys, and then once you clear Shenmue 1, you can put the data from Shenmue 1 into Shenmue 2, and then you'll be able to sell the toys if you're low on money, which is entirely awesome. Yeah, in Shenmue 2, you can go on over to the pawn shop and sell the toys that you got for Shenmue 1, and so forth from there, which is entirely awesome. Man, I should definitely live stream Shenmue 1 and 2 again. Excuse me. Again, over here we got the Guan, I think it's the Guan Martial Arts School. Well, the teacher, I think his name is Zoshan. I'm not exactly sure. All I remembered is that you were doing a quest with him, with one of the Whoop-Doo. I think his Whoop-Doo was G, I think. And And of course, this one over here, I forgot where it is, but all I remembered is that it could be. Let's see here. There was a one. Could this be in Kowloon? Or it could be in, let's see here. In Kowloon. Kowloon. Yeah, I think this could be the Thousand Dragon Quarter. I forget, maybe the White Dynasty Quarter? I'm not exactly sure. And of course, we got the harbor right over here, which is entirely awesome. That I remember the times that I did the forklift. Man, that brings back good times. Gotta love the forklift, but these freaking Mad Angel people ended up messing up my timing. You know, messing up my quota. And then I was like, I am gonna kick the ever-loving crap out of them because they're messing up with my quota. My boss will not be happy with me. And so I was like, why not have a little trade-off between kicking butt and not fulfilling the quota? And then of course we got Rio looking at this cherry blossom tree. Oh, but this tree is a very special tree because it is called the Shenmue tree. That I am not exactly sure, but I do believe that if I read my stuff correctly, and from the times I played Shenmue 2, is that Shenhua said that this tree has a special power, like if she and the tree are connected to each other. So I can only suspect is that the tree is our guardian, and that the tree itself is like fulfilling a ancient prophecy that Rio and Shenhua would be together. I don't know, in a relationship setting, I don't think so, but I think it's like a fulfilling prophecy kind of thing that Shenhua and Rio is together. And then also, just in case that you all don't know, is that Shenmue, which is this tree over here, Shenmue means the spirit tree. So you could definitely say that this spirit tree here is, I'm not exactly sure on how to really say it. And then of course this part over here, I do believe is that this is also the same cliff top that Rio was practicing his Tai Chi in Shenmue 2. I think, I am not exactly sure, but it did look rather familiar though. And over here we got our awesome falcon. Falcons for the win. I think that's a falcon, or is that an owl? I'm not exactly sure, but if anyone out there who could tell me what bird is this, I would love to know. And of course we got Shenhua over here, and he's like, the saga begins. And by the way, everybody, as in case that you all are new to Shenmue, is that she is not moving her mouth because is that she is reciting the prophecy in her head or something like that. I'm not exactly sure, but I do believe that it was narrated though. Oh man, and it is gonna come, and the game is gonna be on PC, PS4, and Xbox One. Oh yeah, because the Shenmue 2 was on the Xbox, so I guess that would have to make sense for Shenmue 3 to also be on the Xbox. And it's gonna come out in 2018. But when in 2018? Oh, but man. This is gonna be awesome for a lot of people that are in the modern gaming era. I like to call it that. Is that you all will be able to see why Shenmue is an awesome game, because I do believe, for my opinion, is that Shenmue was like the origin of open world gaming. Like, I do recall that Shenmue was way ahead of its time to a point where people from Naughty Dog the people from Naughty Dog, you know, the makers of Uncharted and The Last of Us. I don't know, The Last of Us was Naughty Dog, I don't know. But all I know is that the concept director of The Last of Us is a Shenmue fan. And also, I do believe that I read that Rockstar Games, you know, the people who make Grand Theft Auto, are also Shenmue fans. Well, I don't know how many in Rockstar Games and in Naughty Dog are Shenmue fans, but all I know for sure is that they were influenced by Shenmue to make open world games. Okay, what else? Oh yes, I was thinking about, like, making up, like, a top 10 Shenmue moments from Shenmue 1, and then make a separate video of top 10 moments from Shenmue 2. I was thinking about doing that. But anyways, everybody, I hope to see you again next time. Take care of yourselves, everybody. I really have no idea. Alright, let's go climb the tower. Oh, okay. No idea how to get back. Can't even see the road. I should probably climb down now. Not good. Well, this is a very fast cable car. I guess it is one of those government bunkers. Holy F word. Lost glow stick. I have to use camera flash. Oh, you gotta be freaking kidding me. Oh, you know, this is when things get really scary. Our flashlight is dead. Our glow stick is lost. And now we all have to rely on camera flashes to see where we're going. Great.